Let me bring in Dhirendra Kumar, the CEO of Value Research. Dhirendra, technology funds, as expected, are doing really well, but 40% is the average return across that category over the last 1 year. Compare that to the indices, 11% on the Sensex, about 8% on the Nifty. We know sector funds tend to be cyclical, but is there more steam left in this run-up?
I think so. Technology has always done well. However, there are all kind of drivers to technology. Currency affects that, US deceleration affects that, domestic prices or domestic cost issues affect the outlook for such companies. But technology as a sector, or Indian technology companies as a sector, has become a very prominent and established sector. And despite all the upheavals, despite all the volatility of earnings as well as stock price, they have done reasonably well. It has proved to be reasonably rewarding and a sizable, fairly large-scale business. So it will be prominent, but I think most investors will do without, should do well to consider a sector fund, because most diversified equity fund, whether it be large cap, large and mid cap, I would say that large cap prominently, they have substantial exposure to technology, and most domestic funds today are overweight on technology. So having a technology fund will only add to it.
But Dhirendra, if you do assume that they're going to do well even in the future, for those of us who are holding technology funds right now in our portfolios, what do you recommend? Should we continue to hold on to these funds then?
I would say that if you are holding these funds and you are holding these funds because your otherwise your other equity holdings, they are not very dominant on technology, then you might as well hold. If you are personally very upbeat, then you just might consider a marginally higher overweight on technology. That's another reason why you should hold it, why you should own it, or why you should consider investing. But I don't see a reason why you should be investing in technology funds at this point, because I think the best time to invest, if you're trying to time it opportunistically, the best time to invest was when it was in the lean time, about 6 months back, when the whole sector was struggling. Also, the depth of the technology sector, particularly when it comes to investing in these funds, the technology fund, I find that there is no significant value addition from the fund companies. 40 to 50% of the money of all these technology funds is invested in Infosys. The rest is invested, nearly 30-40% more is invested in the other three companies, which is TCS, Wipro and HCL. So I would say that the investable universe, the kind of value addition that you expect from a fund company by actively managing a portfolio, is not derived for such a cost of a technology fund.
All right, Dhirendra, many thanks for joining us on the show and answering our questions about technology funds.